The Room Without Corners, a calming bedtime story of a mysterious guest house and forgotten memories before your dream. Written by Fedor Alphenaar. Narrated by Peter McGiffin. The Room Without Corners. Arrival at dusk. The path appeared just as the light began to soften, curving through tall grass that whispered against worn stone. Each step felt deliberate yet effortless, as though the earth itself was guiding you forward through the gentle evening air. Somewhere ahead, through the amber haze of approaching dusk, a building emerged. Not quite a house, not quite an inn, but something altogether more welcoming than either. The structure seemed to breathe with the landscape around it. Walls curved like the hillside, meeting the ground in gentle sweeps rather than sharp angles. The roof rolled in soft undulations, following some ancient rhythm that spoke of wind patterns and rainfall, of seasons turning and settling. No corners caught the eye, no harsh lines demanded attention. Instead, everything flowed, timber into stone, stone into earth, earth into the golden grass that grew wild around the foundations. A wooden door stood open, its frame carved in a smooth arch that invited rather than announced. Light spilled from within, not electric or urgent, but the warm glow of candles and evening fires. The air carried scents of wood smoke and something else, perhaps lavender, perhaps the memory of rain on summer leaves. It was impossible to say precisely, and somehow that uncertainty felt exactly right. The guest, for that is what you had become the moment you stepped onto this path, paused at the threshold. No sign marked the entrance, no brass plaque announced the name of this place. Yet there was no question of belonging here, no sense of trespass or awkwardness. The building seemed to recognize you in the way that certain places do, as though it had been waiting patiently for your arrival through all the slow hours of the day. Inside, the air was still and warm, carrying the faint sound of distant movement, footsteps on wooden floors, the soft closing of a door somewhere deeper in the building, the whisper of pages turning. But these sounds felt muffled, wrapped in the same gentle quiet that seemed to emanate from the curved walls themselves. The entrance hall stretched ahead, its ceiling arching overhead like the inside of a great shell. Candles flickered in wall sconces, their flames steady and unhurried. The floorboards beneath your feet were worn smooth by countless arrivals, each board fitting seamlessly into the next, without the harsh geometry of conventional construction. Even the stairs, visible through an archway to your left, curved upward in a graceful spiral that seemed to invite rather than demand ascent. No reception desk stood waiting, no bell summoned attention. Instead, a simple wooden table held a single book, its pages open to reveal handwritten entries in various scripts. Some were in languages you recognized, others in alphabets that seemed to shift and blur in the candlelight. But your name was there, written in familiar ink, as though you had signed it yourself years ago and simply forgotten. The quiet deepened around you as the last light faded from the windows. Outside, the world settled into evening's embrace. But here, within these curving walls, time seemed to move differently. Each breath came out easier than the last. Each moment stretched and softened until the very act of standing still became a form of rest.